Happy birthday, Billy. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Billy's cousin, Maggie, and Nancy asked me to tell you a little bit about the early years with Bill. Although Billy identifies as a New York Irish Catholic guy, he really was born a Southerner. He was born in Louisiana, in New Orleans, and his family lived in Biloxi, Mississippi while his dad was in the Army. Shortly after, the family moved back to the Bronx in New York, and then eventually did the migration to New Jersey, as many of our families did. There were 8 cousins, and the older ones, the 5 older ones, let me see if I can remember, Mike and Jimmy, Carol, Patsy, and Joni wanted nothing to do with us because they were older and we were not cool. We were little kids. It was Billy, myself, and Dee Dee. So we were left to our own wits. Nobody paid attention to us, and we played outside. In the summers, we played in the pool. When we went to visit Grandma in the city, we had roller skates. We played on the concourse. We were allowed to go outside by ourselves in the Bronx. Nobody cared. And we had a wonderful time. We had a wonderful life. We always celebrated as family. Everybody was together, whether it was a baptism, a communion, or a confirmation or a graduation. It was all done as family, and we enjoyed it to the max. As we got older, Billy started to have close friends, and George was one of his closest friends. And so he became a part of the family, as did his other brothers. And so that was another part of family get-togethers in Mahwah, was with the Griffins and the Lays. When Billy and I in the late 60s to 70s would venture up to New York State to listen to music, George was often with us. So we had a lot of fun. We had a great time. Billy, I love you dearly. Happy birthday with all my heart. And celebrate the way I know you can, and just wanted to say Sláinte. One last thing. We know that the Irish gave him wit, but I believe it was the New Yorker side that gave him the lack of a filter. Happy birthday. Bye-bye.
Hey, Uncle Bill. Sorry we can't make the big birthday party. Unfortunately, we are going to a family wedding, but we'd rather be at your party. But you're probably still at home suffering from the big Ohio State loss. I thankfully got to go see Georgia win this weekend, but that reminds me, you are the reason I'm a long-suffering Bronco fan. You started me out in the 70s when they were good, but then it went downhill from there. But sports reminds me of the first time you got to meet Ann when we went out to Ohio. And you took us golfing, and you took out your frustrations on an innocent tree with one of your golf clubs.
It was really the golf club that got the worst of it because it broke in half. I thought he was like such a calm, fun man, and then we went golfing, and I was like, what the heck just happened? Only to be followed up by the drive home from the golf course when he chased down a cement truck, or it was a big truck, that had kicked a rock onto his windshield and broke it. And I never saw anybody do that either. It was a memorable day.
Yeah, you can't do that in Jersey. You'd probably get shot if you tried to chase down the truck driver here.
Yeah.
But we hope you have a great day.
Yeah, and we love when you come to visit. You just came to visit us, and we love every time you come. It's such a special thing that we get you all to ourselves. I love how you do your trip and stop at the historical places and see George Leahy and then get to see us, and it's always fun. I never really had an uncle that I had a relationship with, so it's the best. We all love it when Uncle Bill comes to visit. And I'm glad we didn't blow the surprise. So happy birthday. Sorry again we couldn't be there, but I know you're having fun. Love you.
Bye.
Happy birthday, Bill. 75. Charlie Rossi said we're living too fast. He was wrong. I want to tell you, your folks, something about Billy there. When he was a little kid in grammar school, he made one of our classmates get on his knees and write "I love Lucy" in the dirt with his finger. Now, Lucy wasn't the most prettiest school girl in the school. And wintertime come, we found a hood, Peanuts hood, 53 Chevy hood, and we used that as our sled. Slide down a hill to go into Winter's Pond. And we grew up drinking, but Billy never had a pair of gloves. Well, I had to share my glove with him so we could have to hold the cold beer. One of the days we were drinking, hiding away off the road, here comes a mobile police car. Sees his car back there in the snowbank, comes and he takes our beer away. That's what they did. They didn't arrest you, they just took the beer away. We had a friend that went in the service, John Hummer, in the Marine Corps. We went down to visit him one day, one night, one day, 2 days. On our way down, we stopped at Washington, D.C., in front of the White House, asking for Tricia and Julie to come out. They did not. Well, we ended up going down North Carolina, New River, picking up some fireworks on the way and start shooting them off. State trooper said, "Boys, take your party back to the barracks." So we went back to the Marine barracks and had a firefight with some rockets. Sergeant told us to get some haircuts. Warwood Hummer, his brother was in like a juvenile home. We went to visit, and the consular saying this is a good bar in Woodbridge. He had to dress up, and we had the clothes, but he said you could go there in military clothes. So our friend had two extra pair of service clothes. I wore one, and Bill wore his fatigues. It looked like Beetle Bailey, but we had Hummer. We went there as the Hummer Brothers because we had Hummer written on every as our name. Woodstock. Sure, we tried to get to Woodstock, but we stopped at every bar on the way through there. Got there early in the morning, and it's pouring ass rain. And somebody said you had to leave your car off the thruway there, and you had to walk 10 miles. Nah, we ain't gonna walk in the rain. So we drove back down to New Jersey. We broke into our friend's. Well, we didn't break into his apartment. We knew where the key was, and started drinking. And when Russell came home, he turned us on for the first time. Another trip, was a trip to Boston. And come Thanksgiving, we tripped first time for the football game, Thanksgiving Day football game. And Bill ended up eating a turkey sandwich at somebody who he did not really care for. And we took his rotor once. Same dude. Time went on. Bill went out to west. I drove out from, Illinois to Denver. And that's 50 years ago. So Bill was celebrating his 25th birthday on 2nd Avenue, Denver. Had a party, so many parties. We used to get high. You had to take 8 Excedrin PMs to go to sleep for taking mescaline. And 8, 9 years later, I find myself at a party in Nogales, Mexico, the night before Bill's wedding. And the fun ended. Well, it's been seeing his 40th out there in Columbus, but 75, dude. Wow. I did it. You can too. Happy birthday.
Hey Griff, can you believe it's been 57 years since we graduated from Mawa High School? I can't. I'll never forget that we were student coaches with the troublemaking 8th graders turning tables over in the cafeteria. So we had to have lunch with those little goofballs, them smoking in the bathrooms. We had to kick them out. I remember when we had student council elections and we had bands playing music. Well, I was in the cafeteria one day and I'm singing Wooly Bully, and Caparelli, Coach Caparelli walks by shaking his head like, "Oh, Monty, what the hell are you doing?" I don't know if you remember something like that. We had a senior stunt with George Leahy, since he did a senior stunt the year before, of collecting all the beer cans up and down Ridge Road and anywhere else we could find. And then George drove all through campus, and we threw beer cans all over on the sidewalks and all through the parking lot and some on the football field. Well, I used to get there early, so my mother dropped me off outside by the fountain area where we had placed many beer cans. So Coach Carpenter is there and says, "Hey, Monty, help us clean this mess up." So before anyone arrived, they had pretty much cleared out the whole parking lot and all the walkways around campus. Then when went down to the football field with a PE class, Caparelli made me pick up the beer cans that were down there on the football field. So my senior stunt kind of didn't pan out as we expected it. Remember, we had a band, Jerry Beck, Glenn Connell, Tim Kaminsky, and me, and Al Ryder was a guy from Hawthorne, an older guy. And Dennis LeCourrier, who was in Dr. Hook's medicine show, he named our band. We were going to be in a battle of the bands up in a radio station in Nyack. It was called, he called us General Custer's Last Band, and we got some outfits. We rented some outfits and we went up and we played. And that was fun. I remember you were in the Chosen Few. I didn't even know you played keyboard until you were in the Chosen Few. That was a surprise to me, but I'm glad you did it and had fun. Remember, we had graduation night, the big party at your house where we collected keys from everybody who attended, and then at midnight we kicked all the underclassmen out and just had a senior party. Well, by that time we were getting pretty tired, but I remember Lumpy, there was some party lights and Lumpy was going, he thought he was Muhammad Ali, punching out the party lights at your house. I hope those weren't your mom and dad's. Anyhow, I fell asleep. I was so tired. You had a VW bug sitting there in your backyard. Well, I crawled in there and fell asleep for a while. Then the next day when we woke up, we went to New York City, but we walked in your room to wake you up, and you had a pretty bad hangover. And you're like, shh, 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 shh. So then we drove into New York City because Jay Sutherland, our good friend, wanted to buy a special kind of guitar. So we went in there and did that. But God bless Jay. Rest in peace. But happy birthday, my man. I'm surprised. I didn't know we were going to live this long. I would have taken a lot better care of myself. And have a great birthday. And as you taught me to say at Mawa, AMF, my friend.
Hey Griff, I just want to wish you a happy birthday, and I'd like to share a memory that we had many years ago at a band practice when we were coming back from New York State. I'm not sure where the practice was, and we were driving through Suffern, and I got pulled over by the cops, and they got out and wanted to talk to me and finally get my license, registration and everything, and they smelled beer in the car because at the practice you were popping a couple of nips or whatever on the passenger floor, and they didn't see any beer because we didn't have any with us, but they took me to the police station, you and I got in there and they held me and my car and all our band equipment, and by the time I guess you had to go home and try and rouse up some money to get me out of jail. So it was probably late at night, probably 11 or 12 or something like that, that you came back, paid the bail, and got me out. But they wouldn't let us drive the car because, unbeknownst to me, I was 17, and in New York State you had to be 18 to drive at night. So that was my experience. And then after we got the car back the next day, and I had a court date, my father was going to bowling on a Tuesday night, and I had to stop and I had to ask him to come with me to court because of my ticket that I got. he was all kinds of, whacked out about it and everything like that. But he went to court with me, and I paid the fine, and I got out, and that was it. But we had some really good times, band practice at school, and after school, and parties in the woods, and you name it, we did it. Well, I want to wish you a happy birthday, and many, many more, and glad to be friends with you from then until now. Take care, and I love you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hey Billy, Jimmy Cottrell here. Happy 75th. That's a long way to go. Glad everybody's good. I'm good. We're all good. Bye-bye.
Hello, Bill. Happy birthday and congratulations on making 75 years. I'm glad there's still a few of us around. And it was fun to think about reflecting back on the good times at Mahwah High School and your athletic ability as especially a great cross-country runner. I think about that because later in my life, in my late 30s, I got into marathon running and actually did Boston. And maybe early in my life, it would have been better than selecting football. And I'm remembering a lot of the good times, especially the DRG, the Dirt Road Gang, and all the fun we had up there, and that nasty Schaefer beer we enjoyed. So many great memories from back in those days, and it was fun to rethink them. I'm wishing you a happy birthday and hope you have many more great memories. We're in South Florida. If you get down this way, give a yell. Cheers.
Hey, Bill. Don McFarland, how are you, pal? Leslie and I want to wish you a happy birthday and continued success in the year coming up. And somewhere in the world, someone's going to have a Schaefer and celebrate your birthday. Love you, pal. Have a great day. See you.
Hi, Bill. Steve Van Born here. Figured you may not recognize this old geezer, but happy birthday. Happy 75th birthday. I hope you have 75 more happy birthdays and very healthy ones. Again, happy birthday and enjoy your day.
Hey Griff, it's your old buddy Bill Riley here. Just out walking through the vineyard, but wanted to say happy 75th birthday to you. Man, congratulations. 3/4 of a century. Hey, could be worse, you know? Anyway, hope you're really doing well. We're doing fine here, getting ready for another big harvest one of these days, but we don't know when it's going to happen. It's just weird weather. Anyway, have great fun with your family and friends, and wish I could be there. But anyway, hope we'll see each other one of these days. Not too long. Alrighty, bye-bye.
Buffer, happy birthday. I'm not good at this, so I'll do a little bit of reading. 75 birthdays. That's quite an achievement. More than a lot of people get to have. So you've done it, and I'm on my way. You must ask for benefits when you turn 75, okay? These are special benefits that basically your wife will have to provide. She's a doll. What's her name again? How did you meet? Oh yeah, that's right. All happened with Jerry Baby Products. Happy birthday. You wouldn't do this without Nancy's help. Your life and my life go back about 50 years, which is pretty incredible. Where'd the time go? Man, I lost a lot of it. And I think a lot of it's your fault. Where'd the money go? I have a few places I can name, like Ann at the Samsonite cafeteria, where we did breakfasts to recover. A lot of it was at the China Doll. A lot of it was at the Denim Broker, which leads us back to Ann at Samsonite. Spent some time at O'Rourke's Cantina. That was always a favorite. The Riviera was always a favorite. College Inn, of course, was a favorite. I think you did a best man party with me, for me, at the College Inn, so thank you for that. That's been a while. 33, 34 years. Anyway, where'd the money go? So, in addition to that, we have Aloha Beach. We have all the cold beer and Mickey's Big Mouths that we could drink and find when there was liquor stores open. Not as liberal as it is today for purchases on the weekend. Let's start with Mahwah. That's where I met you. That's where I met my first wife. And that's where I met the Merrills. And I'm sure that I must have had a warm beer in the greenhouse with Pop and you at one point or another. And that was always a place to go. How'd that turn out? Well, not too good for me. But warm beer and greenhouse is always good. We both love flowers and plants and, my special plants that I've had over the years. So let me stop here. Nope, I'm not going to stop. It was the Merrill's house that I adopted Socrates. You remember my German Shepherd, who is just, he's a hero among dogs. And you love dogs too. I think you had Kelly back about then. Mahwah names for you. Of course, Bruce and Forrest Merrill. Bruce Arnold. You remember Bruce Arnold? Hope you got along with him back then. And then, of course, there were the hangouts. So we had Pelzer's Tavern, which came to Nobody's Inn. Allendale Bar and Grill, AB&G. I know I spent some time there with you. And then the Route 59 circuit going up to Nyack, because we weren't old enough in New Jersey to drink, but somehow we found our way. Which brings me to an old expression I was told that you used a lot back then, and that was when someone was building something or welding something, you'd always say, "What are you, fucking John Deming?" How about this expression? There it is. Or, "Leave the visor on." That's a little bit out of time, but that'll still work. Eventually, we both moved on to Colorado, a little bit different times. I moved to the Socialist Republic of Boulder. You hung out in Denver, and then some mountain homes like Indian Hills and Bailey. I think the Lodge was in Bailey. That was a great place. We did a Thanksgiving there. That was great, just special. We still continue to hook up, but a lot of those times were pretty foggy. Thank God there were no cell phones, or we would have hooked up sooner. And then eventually I worked at Awnings, Colorado Awnings. And after 5 years, he said, "Clint, you need to move out of there. Come down in Samsonite. I think I can help you get in." So anyway, at Samsonite, I ran the quality assurance department, only with your help. And I met a lot of good people. First on my list, I think, besides you, of course, would maybe be Bob Biesmeyer, Wendy Murray, Bob Lattimore, Carol Fiorella, Helen from the Lines, Helen Lyons, in fact. Then there was Steve Hopeless, Wally Hall, Al Lucero, Rick Hansen, who was my boss, Ron Allen, and Bob Griswold. There was a team. There was a great team. And then from Samsonite, I got laid off and moved around, and that's where eventually I met Nancy. And then you took off for Arizona, where you wound up getting married to Nancy and came down for that one. That was a great place. She's special. After a few years, you moved to Ohio, and I still got to see you pretty regular because you opened up your own company, and you'd have customers in Denver. I think you did that on purpose, just so that we could get together. Usually you'd stay at the Embassy Suites. I'd come over and meet you, and then we'd go different places after that. You were on a first-name basis with everybody there. After that, the years passed, and you came up on one of the trips, and Deb and I wanted to show you, if you remember this, Deb and I wanted to show you and introduce you to a jazz band that we liked called Dotsero. So we drove over to the other side of Denver, inside Denver City, actually, and sat down and listened to this group, Dotsero, where you wound up with a name. Your best name, I think, at that point was, we called you the Spitter. I don't need to get into the detail of why we call you the Spitter, but maybe you'll explain the Spitter's name to the people that you're with tonight. Okay, changing the subject a little bit. We had cars, and cars were always a big important thing to me. So when I came to Colorado, I had a Chevy Vega that I made into from a hatchback to a wagon with that wood, which now that I think back on it, I was white trash, but it worked. It worked really well. And then I got a phone call from you and you needed a car just for a few days or a week or whatever it was. And I said, well, sure, no problem. I've got a motorcycle. So I drove the motorcycle and gave you the Chevy Vega, and everything was cool except for that turned out to be the rainiest season ever. So going back and forth to work, I was soaked every day. In fact, I'd bring extra clothes with me on the way to work just so that I could have dry clothes throughout the day. Then, of course, was the 72 Buick LeSabre. A family car. My family gave it to me. I love you so much. When you needed a car, I gave you that car. And that car came with footprints on the inside of the windshield. Not quite sure how that happened, but it might have been something regarding the denim broker. And then eventually, I couldn't drive that car for private reasons, and I had to come over to your place, and I borrowed your blue Fiat 131. Got in the driver's seat of that, and the seat was broken. How did that happen? I was not part of that one. But I needed a car, and we've always helped each other out as we need things. The next thing is pets. Of course, I had Socrates. You had Kelly. You had your bird. I forget the bird's name. You had a cat, too, at the time. But you've always been a dog lover, and you still are, and that's great. Politics. I'll leave it at this. I'm glad that we agree. Health. We're both still here and able to talk about it. I've been through a little bit. You've been through a little bit. We're putting that behind us, and we're living on. I'm 73 and a half. You're obviously 75. And you're even taller than me now. I don't know why, but I remembered I was always taller than you. How'd that happen? So, Bill, happy birthday. Thank you for all your internal guidance. Eternal, not internal. Never did the internal stuff with you that I know of. I love you, Bill. Take care. Have a great night. Bye.
Hello, Bill. Happy birthday. This is the 4th time I've tried to sit and get this video to work. It's a lot harder than it looks. But here we go. Okay, hi Nancy as well. I know you're out there as well. Okay. And Billy, my godson Billy. It is now 50 years ago I first met and have known Bill. I can truthfully say he's one of my very best friends. And I have enjoyed his company and actually grown to love the guy. Not that way, but, regular way. Here goes how it all came together. I was in the YMCA in Denver. I was working there just to earn a place to sleep. I had just come out after grad school, and I knew nobody. So there I was, working at the YMCA. I noticed this fella. Well, I was cleaning the floor there, I have to admit. I was cleaning the floor. And I noticed this fella shooting baskets. Well, that was he really wasn't shooting baskets. He was just shooting. And it was sort of interesting. I'd never seen anybody so inept, I guess is the word to say. So I stopped and I was looking at him. And, he got one layup out of every 5 or so. And I thought that was really interesting. And then he went back for shots from the floor. And he couldn't hit the rim. So I was really smiling at that point. And he looked over at me and saw me smiling. And he came swishing over. My name is Billy. Can I be your friend? You're cute. I said, oh my God. I tripped over the bucket there that I was working on. And that's how I met Bill Griffin. Well, that's my recollection of it anyway. So from there, I ended up spending an awful lot of time with Bill. We were both new to Denver. We were from Jersey, both of us. So we got along great. And I grew to really admire Bill. The more I got to know about him, the more I admired him. He had been a volunteer fireman at Mahwah. He was working in Denver on a government kind of program, and it was he was working for free, I believe, or almost free. And I'm supposed to be talking to Bill, not talking about him. Okay, hi Bill. You were working free, almost free, and I really admired that. And what you were doing was investigating nursing homes. You were looking for or investigating situations where nursing homes were known to be or expected to be not caring for their patients appropriately, and you were reporting to Governor Lamb, the governor of Colorado. And also, the one last thing I learned, that on Friday nights, Bill was volunteering at the Denver Knife and Gun Club. Knife and Gun Club. What was that? Oh, that was the emergency room at Denver General. He was doing that, keeping some sort of skills current. We did a lot of stuff. I remember it was about, well, the entire time in Denver, probably where you and I spent time together, was probably something like 8 years, I think. You ended up going to Arizona, but we kept very, very close contact beyond you leaving. What happened was, and we both loved the place. You and I loved it, Bill, right? And we went hiking, we went rafting, skiing, all those kinds of things. And it was just very, very, very pleasant. I grew closer to Bill. Bill, I grew closer to you. It was really nice having you out there. And like I said, you're one of my very, you might be my best friend, because my other friends are not with me anymore. But Bill seemed to, Bill, you moved all over Denver. You had different apartments. I can't imagine. I'm trying to remember. It was at least 5 apartments and 2 houses. One in the mountains and one up by the military base. You had a dog there too. I remember that. That was fun. That was a nice dog. Public service stuff you were doing lasted many years, and at some point you decided that you had to get a career kind of job, and you needed to earn more money. And by that time, I had moved along, and I'd had one professional job, and then I was working now, at that point, for Samsonite, and it was a great company. I learned a lot. I worked there for 5 years, I believe it was. Bill was, well, as I said, Bill was looking for a job. So I, in my magnanimous self, offered him assistance. And I said, I think I could get you a job at Samsonite. I'm in the management training program. I know a lot of people. And, I think I can get you a job out there. I said, but you got to clean up. You can't go in looking like that. This is a professional organization. Suit and tie for me. You're going to work in the factory. I don't know what you'll be doing, but you need to be presentable. You had beard. He was scruffy. You were scruffy. You were scruffy. You're probably at the scruftiest then that I ever knew you. So that's pretty scruffy. So you had a beard, had long hair, jeans with holes in them, all that hippie kind of stuff, all that public service kind of stuff. So, okay, thank you, Tom, okay. So 2 days later, I get a call from the guard at the front desk. He says, there's a fella here to see you. And I said, oh, okay. And I go out, and there you are. Not a thing had changed. And I was like, holy crap. I went out on a limb for this guy, and he's going to go in there looking like that. And that's going to reflect very poorly on me. So I started to get pissed. Anyway, it worked out. People liked him. I couldn't understand it, but people liked you, Bill. And you got the job. And over time, you moved up and you moved up and you moved up until I think your last title was, I don't know if it was Director Quality Control, but it was certainly Manager Quality Control for the luggage division. And that was no small job. You worked yourself into that very well, and people liked you. In fact, I was very surprised at how much they liked you, because I was in the luggage division corporate, so I didn't see much yet. I would come down and visit every now and then, and sometimes I'd have work down there. And, you know, you were fitting right in, to say the least. You know, we'd walk through there, and you were amazingly crude and got away with it. We'd go down the line, and you'd laugh, you know, wave at somebody, you know, hey, Joe, you know, I was with your mama last night. You never told me she was so cute. You know, I would have been much more attentive had I known that. But thank you. I'll be over there more. I will be over there more. And then he's going down the line, and he's saying, wow. He's waving again. He says, hey, Pedro, how you doing? I heard your daughter only got 10 to 20. That's really, really nice. Good for you, good for the family. Another one, really bad, was, hey, Calvin, hey, I told you I would help you with the lip surgery. I would get the plastic surgery. I would help you pay for that. Now let's do it, okay? And, you know, he laughed. And, I didn't think it was funny, but Bill did, and you did, and the people on the floor did. The ladies, not so much young ladies. Young ladies were, you know, tending bar and stuff like that, but these were the elderly sort of ladies working the line, and they all, hi, Bill, oh, nice to see you, and you'd wave back, and it was really nice. It was fun. I enjoyed it. One of the nice parts of it was the people that we actually met there. They were friends of mine, they were friends of yours. People that we had common access to. Of course, you remember Cal Bradford, Keith Helgelin, Jimmy Lucero, Gary Doak, Mel Myers, Carning Ismarian, the fella that was with the Mosby's Rangers in the Second World War that everybody's afraid of, but he liked you, a killer, a stone cold killer. It was a nice experience. You learned a lot. I learned a lot. It was a great company. Still is. Well, probably still is a great company. So from there, I want to talk about skiing. You had never skied. I was a decent skier, but like I said, I, in my magnanimous personality, wanted to give you that experience. So we went to Keystone, and you had never skied at all. And people who know a little bit about skiing know that that's really tough. And it's no fun for the guy that's with them, teaching them. But we started out at the base of the mountain. You were on the sissy skis, the really short ones, the sissy skis that you didn't have far to fall when you fell. So we worked on that. We worked on snow plowing. And, you know, you thought you were pretty good. You thought you were pretty hot. We worked on that, and I think we went up 3 times, three different visits to Keystone. But that first day, we ended up mid-mountain, and just you were snow plowing down, and I was following you, and you know, you were profanity. You know, you'd fall on your face, and profanity and laughter, and it was okay. It was good. I enjoyed it. So we went on. We did that. You got exhausted, and we quit, and then we had another visit, probably a week later. And at this time, you had snow plowed yourself to death. So we put you on little boy skis, little boy skis, and we started out doing the same thing. We broke into the bottom of the mountain, and you know, we were having fun, and it was still just it was boring. It was boring, but it was beautiful. We were staying together. Then one of us had an idea, and I'm not really sure who it was. I think it was me. You didn't have many ideas. We decided, you and I, that I would race you to the bottom. And being the competitor that you were, you jumped on that. You loved it. So the idea was, we went up to the midway with the chairlift, and we get off, and I would give you a 15-minute head start, and off you go. Ha ha ha! Catch me, you! You know, you had foul language a lot. So off you'd go, and I'd see you, just a cute little guy going down there. And I'd have to wait the 15 minutes there, and then I'd go like crazy trying to catch you. And I would. I did. I would. And I'd catch you by maybe, pass you by 300 yards. And I would go flying by, and I'd wait for you at the bottom. And well, anyway, we kept doing that. And lo and behold, by the time we were done, I was giving you 5-minute head starts, and I was catching you at the bottom. It was a tie, and that was just pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. I hope you remember that. I remember it, and it was just really nice. We had a lot of young man kinds of fun, and that involved alcohol and, you know, other seedy things. But all in all, I can tell you, I have nothing but the best of memories. And I think you do too. Through the years, I visited you, I believe, once in Arizona. I know I saw you twice or more at my different houses in Denver. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up. Like I said, happy birthday. Let's keep in touch. I love you. We were a good item. Take care.
Hi, Bill. It's Deb Pett here. I hear it's your birthday. God love you. Thank God someone's older than me. Wish I could be there. I know you're going to have a wonderful day, and my love to you and everyone. Bye.
Hi, Bill. Happy birthday. How old? 70?
75.
75, 75th birthday. Nothing much to say except
Bill, happy birthday.
Rick
Go
got
Michigan. I know you're in good spirits today because they won yesterday.
Rick got you a horrible hat.
Enjoy the day, bud.
Happy birthday, honey.
Griffer, it's Tacker and Mrs. Tacker. Wishing you all the best, buddy, on your 75th birthday. Hope you're doing good. Just pay close attention to the background music. And miss you. I miss the bantering, buddy. Maybe you'll have your year this year. I know it's been a while for you guys. But anyway, have a good one and go blue. And if you can't beat them, cheat them.
Oh, happy birthday, Bill. 75 years young. An amazing celebration. So many good memories. Hopefully about that many more. 75 years more. But maybe not. Maybe,
Doubt it.
a little less. Miss you. Love you guys. And have a great celebration. Happy birthday.
Hey, Bill, it's your buddy Jimmy. I tell you what, I'm so damn excited. I'm going to see you soon for your 75th. But in the meantime, excuse me, I got fleas in my ears. Anyhow, I just want to wish you a happy birthday. I love you like a brother. And if it wasn't for you, I'd still be in Mexico. Now, here's my girl. I'm wishing my buddy Bill a happy birthday. Oh, boy, I'd like to get a piece of that. Anyhow, you remember Susie?
Yeah, hi, Bill. I heard you turned 75. That's so
that's
fine.
bullshit. He ain't 75.
Yeah, he turned 75.
Doesn't look a day over 55.
I think he's a cute one, though. Thank you.
Thank
you for your friendship, Bill.
I like him, too. He's got a cute ass.
Hey.
Oh, I should.
It's not very big.
No, not very big at all. I got a big ass. That's why Billy likes me.
Hey.
Well, Billy, listen, you mean the world to us, and we just can't imagine our life without you. So we hope you're here for another 75 years. Maybe I will be, too.
You're happy your face being cut off.
Oh, okay.
You
Okay,
better
listen,
get
buddy,
in here.
you
You
know
better
how
get
much
in
we
here.
love you.
We love you to the pieces.
We love you,
Yeah,
pieces. In
yeah.
fact, if you were here right now, I'd give you a big kiss like this. Mwah.
Should we sing a song?
Yeah, okay.
You hit it.
You go. Happy
birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bill. Happy birthday to you.
May that
Dear
Lord bless you.
You.
Cha, cha, cha.
God bless you, Billy.
God bless you.
Thanks for getting
And
my
for
ass
many
out of
more.
Mexico. I'd have been stuck in that prison if it
Well,
wasn't
this
for
is
you.
what happened. We just, our teeth.
Yeah.
The teeth, you remember? With the teeth.
Yeah.
We get left with the teeth.
Be good. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Happy birthday, Bill.
Happy birthday, Bill.
Love ya.
Hey, Bill. Happy 75th birthday. Coming to you live from Bailey's Island. I know a place that's near and dear to your family over so many years. It's certainly been an honor and a pleasure to have known your family for so many years. Our relationship that goes back decades. We certainly are two lucky guys who have been blessed beyond imagination. Again, happy 75th birthday. Talk to you soon.
Yo, Billy, happy 75th birthday, old man. Hey, this is Joey from California. Send on my love and best wishes from me, Corey, and all the rest of the Waworski family. Hope you're having a great time. Hey, I just want to take this time to thank you so much for all you meant to me in my life, growing up as a young kid in Jersey and then later on as an adult here in California. You provided a lot of guidance to me that you probably don't realize, been a mentor to me personally. The advice you gave me early on when I started up my business 30 plus years ago has been really instrumental, and I really appreciate all that. And I think more importantly, the role model you set for all of us as a great family person, the family you've raised, is something for us to all aspire towards. The love that you always show to all of us unconditionally is warmly felt. So anyway, enjoy yourself. Hope everything is well with you. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Hello, Cousin Bill.
Hey, Bill.
We just want to say happy 75th birthday to
Happy
you.
birthday. 75? Is that even possible? Wow. I don't know, man. 75 carried a 2. Are you right on that? 75? It seems like more than it should be, man. Somebody's lying to you, Bill. I know that's the truth. I remember laying in, whenever I went to Mawa, I would always, you were never there, I would always stay in your room. And I remember that picture in your room of you, how vain. You had a picture of yourself up on your wall. And you looked like Opie from the Andy Griffith Show in that picture. You had on a checkered shirt. I can never forget that picture with your freckled face. And you're telling me that picture is probably about 65 years old, 60 years old at this point? Doesn't seem right. Anyway, Bill, listen, happy birthday to you. We love you. We miss you. We hope we'll see you soon. And stay well.
And we're going to give you a special treat, our birthday song.
Oh, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Billy. Happy birthday to you. A happy birthday to you. A happy birthday to you. And the day of the year, may you feel Jesus near. A happy birthday to you. A happy birthday to you. And the best year you ever had. Yay!
Yay! Happy 75th birthday.
Vote for Trump.
Happy birthday, Billy, from BJ, Jen, Tara, and Zach, and of course, Zoe.
Happy
Love
birthday.
you.
Happy birthday, Billy. Happy 70th from Zion, Utah. Woo woo!
Hey, Bill, coming at you from North Carolina.
Happy 75th! And many more, old man.
Woo!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Uncle Bill!
Hi, Uncle Bill. Haley here with Cameron and Sonny and Mookie. And Randy is here in spirit. We're wishing you a happy birthday and reminding you that you don't look a day over 30. Say happy birthday. Happy birthday, Uncle Bill. We love you.
Hey, Uncle Bill. Here, this is a family show, so we're going to keep this PG. If anybody wants the R-rated stuff, get my contact from Billy. We love you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Big 75. Man, you're old.
Get well soon, Uncle Bill.
Hey, Uncle Bill, from one dog lover to another. Happy birthday, I love you.
Hey, Uncle Bill, this is Sean. Wanted to say happy birthday. Congratulations on your 75th trip around the sun. I had a very small minor memory that probably won't mean that much to you. Don't know if you remember it, but about 35 years ago, you taught me how to put contact lenses in, and I've been doing it safely ever since. So that's the least of your accomplishments, but it was something important to me because now I can see better. We love you. Happy birthday, and hope you have a great time with your friends and family. See you soon.
Happy birthday, Uncle Bill. I have your present right here. Some Benadryl.
Happy birthday, Uncle Bill!
Hey, Uncle Bill, happy birthday. I hope you are having a wonderful celebration. In the meantime, I am having very fond memories of Easters in Connecticut with you all, and summers in Columbus with the pool, Thanksgivings in Nashville when I was little, Thanksgivings in Columbus when my kids were little with you all and the dogs, and all of the weddings and celebrations in between. I hope your celebration is fantastic and fills your heart lots of love like you fill the world with, and I can't wait to see you soon. Love you.
Uncle Bill, it's your favorite nephew, Zach, here. Just wanted to wish you a very happy birthday, happy 75th, even though I thought we celebrated that over 10 years ago. Thank you for passing on all your wisdom, your good looks, and your jokes over the years. Don't know where I'd be without it. Enjoy the day, and go Buckeyes.
Happy 75. Try to stay alive.
Happy birthday, Bill. You wouldn't believe how many times I've started this video. I'm really cracking myself up. I had hoped to have the whole thing memorized, but having been distracted with the rest of the siblings, I'm allowing myself some notes. We are sorry to not be with you in person, but I have been thinking about some of the events and celebrations we've shared together over the years. I remember the first time we met at Bud and Terry's condo at the beach in Milford. Poor Nance was so nervous because Dad had been referring to you as Burrito Bill. As we all know, he liked to torture us from time to time with his brand of humor. Needless to say, we were all very happy to finally meet you and to know that Nance had found the one. I was honored to attend your wedding in beautiful Rio Rico, despite sitting on a wasp shortly before the ceremony started. And I was happy to return shortly after Caitlin was born, in time to give her her first bath. Between then and now, we've shared so many fun opportunities and events together. shared holidays, shared vacations, weddings, graduations, and 2 total solar eclipses. I'm grateful to you for being a wonderful husband to my sister, a wonderful father and grandfather to your beautiful family, and brother-in-law to the rest of us. Uncles, great uncle, and brother-in-law. Have a wonderful party and know that we'll be toasting you down here with lots of love. Bye.
Happy birthday, Bill. 75 years old. How the hell did that happen? That's amazing, really. Sorry we're not going to be able to be there for the big weekend, but we will see you down the road, and here's to many, many more. All the best. Take care.
Hey, Bill, I want to wish you a happy birthday. Hard to believe it's 75. I don't know, does that qualify you to be a geezer now? Not sure, but sent with love from one of your favorite places.
Buongiorno from Tuscany. Buon compleanno vecchio. Happy birthday, old man.
Happy birthday, Bill. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back.
Whoa! Bill, is that what that was? Happy birthday, old man.
Have a great time.
How can I lose now? Hey, Bill. I wish I could be there in person to help celebrate your big day and join in all the love and affection people are showing for you, and maybe some of the abuse that they're showing to you on this video. I have always enjoyed spending time with you. I think back very fondly on the vacations and the visits in Nashville, Columbus, LA, Connecticut, Maine. And I look forward to many more. I've tried to think of a figure from history to draw inspiration from for my birthday message to you. And I've thought about it a lot, and I finally came upon the fact that you have some Clark Griswold in you. So who else can offer words of wisdom than the great Uncle Eddie, who I will paraphrase by saying, Bill, the shitter of our love is full. In fact, it's overflowing with love and affection for you, and we wish you nothing but the best on your birthday, and can't wait to see you again soon. That's on behalf of me, Catherine, Morgan, and Dylan. So we love you. Hold on, let me make sure that came out all right. How'd we do? Okay. Good? Okay. All right.